No water for a couple of days?
Yeah.
Drink beer.
The last ice sheet retreated out of southwest Ohio about 20,000 years ago. They came into southwest Ohio multiple times over the last, say, 400,000 years or so.
Well, our stream valleys are filled with sand and gravel left by the glacier, and it's saturated with water from our rainfall. That's the aquifer. It's the sand and gravel that's full of water.
So a lot of streams around here, even when we've gone, periods of weeks in the summertime without rainfall, the stream won't go dry because the underlying aquifer is continually feeding water into that stream.
It's if you build it, they will come. We restored the river. Mostly people that came before me, restored the river, and now it's beautiful and verdant, and people want to live near it. So here come the housing developments, and with them comes stormwater runoff. It's the principal threat to kill the golden goose.
It would kind of throw us for a while, I think.
Yeah.
Now what are we going to do?
Our ice maker wouldn't work on a refrigerator.
Yeah, and how would we flush the toilet?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
The land protection above the aquifer is the most important thing because human activities on the ground level greatly impact the risk associated with contaminating the aquifer.
The challenge for water in the future is that, especially in the Midwest, the West and South are running out of water. Therefore, there will be a vast climate migration into the Midwest. It has already started in Ohio.
Agriculture is everything in Ohio, and it carries a lot of high political influence. Definitely there's a lean towards protecting farmers, protecting agriculture, and sometimes that can provide gaps or expose gaps in environmental management, environmental controls that can risk our environmental resources.
Now, in the state of Ohio, when you go north and you're looking at all the Great Lakes, all of those states and communities around there had an agreement that said you're not going to come in and take the water out of here and take it off to put it somewhere that they need water. Now, we in the state of Ohio, for the aquifers in this, that decision has not been made. And so we are just making it our decision to get out and just start educating people that this might be something we want to look at. This might be something we want to talk to our representatives about so that we can really look and see who has rights here.
Part of our goal as an agency with the parking lot project and just with education in general is for people to see these small changes that can be made in their homes, in their businesses, in their community that can have a huge impact on the health of the river and the health of our environment.
Most of the recognizable sources of pollution have been shut off. The one that hasn't, the one that's never been regulated, is farming. And from farming, we get sediment, which is a problem in the Little Miami, and it may account for the decline of the freshwater mussels from stem to stern all the way down the river. 3 species of the Ohio freshwater mussels are already extinct. There's no bringing them back. You can't go find them somewhere else and recolonize Ohio streams with them. They're simply gone from the planet.
So anything that happens along the river impacts the river for better or for worse. So if you are a farmer and you don't take some precautions, there is always a chance that some of that runoff can get in the river and impact the life there.
This is actually water from the 1913 flood.
Oh my God. The conditions were really ideal for some kind of a major catastrophe in the Miami Valley. On the first day of spring, March 21st, 1913, the temperature was 60 degrees. By Easter Sunday, it had dropped 40 degrees and frozen the ground. And this added to the water runoff when the heavy torrential rains started. The ground was saturated. It could not hold any water. So the Great Miami River overflooded. There was major damage and loss of life mostly in Dayton and Hamilton.
So after the 1913 flood and the Conservancy District was formed, we've had successful, unfailing flood protection for over 100 years. The Miami Conservancy District was awarded the Project of the Year in 1922 from Engineering News Record. This puts it in a category with other engineering feats such as the Brooklyn Bridge, the Eiffel Tower, the Empire State Building, and the Golden Gate Bridge.
How can we create a system where we're looking at development that will allow the growth that we are desiring and also respect the environment that we're part of?
I'm not exactly sure.
When we lay out or plan to put in future kinds of developments and things like that, water needs to be at the table of discussion.
So it's how can we come together so that people thrive while evolving in more positive ways.
If I had to go without water for a couple of days,
Yeah.
I don't know, I'd be in bad shape.